John Jabaraj. What is my takeaway? What is my spiritual growth observing the life of this God man? Because finally, I'm only accountable and responsible for my soul, what I learn, what I implement, how I grow spiritually. So, James 1:19 guides me. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. In a time when opinions fly faster than prayers, the word calls us to pause, to listen, to understand. Before you speak, especially about someone else, I ask myself, did I listen to learn or just to react? Because I cannot condemn what I don't understand. Not all vessels of God look the same. Some are loud, some are soft, some dance with joy, others cry in silence. Their style might be different, but God sees the heart. If John Jabaraj's intentions are pure, he stands justified before God. Even if he has areas to mend, who among us is perfect? A shepherd too learns as he leads. And if there are holes in the tent, God is more than able to show his servant and help him stitch them up. God may allow a fall, but only for a comeback. Sometimes God lets the enemy gloat because he knows his child will rise. The righteous fall 7 times and rise again. Proverbs 24:16. Even if a leader stumbles, the fall is not forever. Those with true hearts don't cheer during a fall. They intercede. They wait for him to rise back stronger. So don't rejoice when your enemy falls. Do not gloat when your enemy falls. When they stumble, do not let your heart rejoice, or the Lord will see and disapprove. Proverbs 24:17-18. It is easy to feel smug when someone you envy faces hardship. But check your heart. A godly heart cries, not laughs. Prays, not gossips. If you're celebrating someone's downfall, especially a servant of God, it says more about your heart's condition than theirs. What is your heart full of? It will show. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Luke 6:45. Malicious words, sarcastic comments, and self-righteous posts, they don't reflect someone else's flaws. They reveal yours. You're not exposing them, you're exposing yourself. We can't even understand our own hearts, let alone others. The heart is deceitful above all things and beyond cure. Who can understand it? Jeremiah 17:9. If we struggle to analyze our own thoughts, how can we claim to know what's in someone else's heart or mind? God alone sees intentions. So when you speak about someone, He knows whether it came from jealousy, offense, hurt, or a truly burdened heart. So before you judge, ask, is this how God sees it? Judgment is not just what you say. It's from where you say it. Is your perception born out of the heart of God, or from wounds, ego, or pride? People look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. Right? 1 Samuel 16:7. Let's become people after God's own heart. Instead of being jealous of someone's growth, cheer them on. Instead of picking apart a shepherd's flaws, pray for him to grow stronger. Instead of looking for holes, offer your thread and needle. When a leader mends, God restores. When the enemy gloats, God repays. I will repay you for the years the locusts have eaten. Joel 2:25. Let us not be instruments of the locusts. Let us be the voices of the healing, not hatred. Let us be the voice of the healing and not the hatred.